Maybe you've heard the expression, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And maybe you're not sure where that's from exactly, but it's actually a repeated refrain throughout the book of Proverbs, which is a beautiful book full of, well, it's a little controversial, but it's got some real gems in it as well, gems of wisdom, and talking about how the pursuit of wisdom, which is God's wisdom, really makes a difference and an impact in life. It's really a book about character and building good, solid relationships. But throughout this book, there's this theme of the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And people oftentimes, because it's been translated into English as fear, they think of fear like they're cowering, they're afraid, it's just, they're in terror. And it's true that the word can be translated that way as terror, but there's also three other meanings for the word. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom could also be understood as the awe of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So when we stand in awe, when we marvel at God and God's work. Another translation or interpretation could be the respect of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So when we respect what God is doing, what God is like, when it gives us pause, that also could be the beginning of wisdom. In the last understanding of the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, fear could actually mean obedience. So the idea here is that you're so in awe, you're so in marvel with God, and you respect God so much that you just, instead of someone telling you to do something, you just take it upon yourself that you want to do the good things that God wants us to do in the world. Not from a place of obligation, but rather from a place of relationship. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, I think is best captured with this idea of awe. The awe of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And out of that awe comes respect, comes obedience, and there can also be a recognition that God is a little bit different than ourselves. So maybe a little bit of healthy fear is warranted, but it is not meant to be we fear God so we step back, but rather it's an invitation to come and partner with God, connect with God, experience that awe, embrace that respect, and move toward obedience.